taking you on a little tour of my bathroom today. And it's a little tour because my bathroom is little, but I think that we need to pay attention to our small spaces too. So let's take a little look. Hi, my name is Ann Clay and I'm here to help you transform your space into a true reflection of your heart where every corner feels like home. Okay, are you ready to look at my bathroom? Here we are. Not a space I often show people, but yet I think it's so cute. And it's gotten really cute in the last few days, so I really wanted to do a tour of it. But here we are. This is this tiny hallway that goes into this bathroom. Now this bathroom is right across the hall from my bedroom. And it is painted with Dash of Pepper by Benjamin Moore. I painted this about 3 or 4 years ago in this color and have loved it. And so that's why I decided to paint the bedroom in this color. But if you look at the floor is painted black. It has a few scuff marks and everything else on it, but it is a wood floor. And a couple years ago, I decided I was going to redo the floor. And then I found out that there was all this epoxy stuff there. And so I couldn't actually finish the floor. So I ended up having to paint it. The woman at the paint store told me, and I didn't believe her, just to use the regular paint on the floor instead of the floor paint, and I did, but it hasn't held up, so don't do that. On this floor I have these cute little rugs. These are in my collection. You can find them at my website AnnClayHomeDecor.com, and I have a section there that says shop my home, and they're on there. But really love these little rugs. Now I'm going to show you guys these rugs because people always ask me about them, and I gotta show you. So these are this loop rug. If you see, it's this fine loop rug. And then on the back, and you can see how thick it is. They're very heavy duty. They stay on the floor and they don't slip and slide. And that makes them so wonderful for bathrooms, bedrooms, hallways, kitchens, everything. And they're all done with early American stencil designs in colors that we use now in our home. So I've got these 2 rugs in here that are black with the gold flowers on it. Then I have, this is one of my shower curtains, and just so you see how it's made, it's got, some weight to it. It's pretty thick. It's got a tiny little sheen, so if you're anti-sheen, not so good. The sheen really shows up on the black color and then the gold. So this is the wheat stencil, and I just made this the wheat color on the black, and that's what it looks like. So far we have black and gold and black and gold, and let me move these matchboxes. Hello. So I have a shelf in here, which I think is so cool. This was here when we moved in, and I've been painting it, but I really like how handy this shelf is. I can put a candle on it. I can put my toothbrush and toothpaste. I can put my makeup, whatever I need. It's a handy little shelf. I don't have a whole counter, just a shelf, and that's all I really need. So I try to keep it as bare as possible so that at any given moment I can use it. Now I could have cluttered it up with tchotchkes, but then I would have no place to put my toothbrush and toothpaste in the morning when I'm brushing my teeth, and no place to put my makeup basket. So this works out really well for me to just keep it clean. We've got a pedestal sink. I have, for my garbage can, I use an old bucket that would be a syrup collection bucket. I've been using that for my garbage. Unfortunately, the dogs like to get into that, so that's kind of a problem. And then I've got some towels I made a few years ago now. They've gone down in quality, so I don't offer them anymore on my website, but they do match really well in here. This is, I've always liked this curtain. I just picked this thing up from Primitive Goods, And you know, it's just kind of a weave, a tobacco cloth kind of curtain, and I just let it hang there. Now the other thing that I've done in this bathroom is we have corrugated metal for the backsplash for the tub. The reason is because when we moved in here, there was an off-white color plastic liner all around the tub, and it just looked terrible. And it looked terrible with the white tub and the cream liner. So we just covered up. So the liner was very waterproof already, and then by adding the metal, we've just doubled the waterproofness, and it gave it a really interesting look. All right, this is my piece de resistance in the bathroom. This is the piece that I purchased from Lana Testa. Well, I purchased it from Lainey, who purchased it from Lana's family. But this was Lana's, and this is the coolest cupboard. Like, this is super old. So if you look at the way the hinges are going together, this is very old, and this is old grain kind of painting. This was not painted yesterday or made to look old. This is the actual real deal. And I think it's so cool. Look at this, these hinges. That is a super old hinge. This is a very old piece of furniture. And then here, right here, look at this little latch. I can see that people, if you push it too high, it scrapes the paint off. If you push it down here, it doesn't. And I have my makeup and stuff stored in there, some drugs, but here we have an old door. This is what it looks like inside. Very old. So we have this attached to the wall with a couple screws, and we've screwed it in really well. Unfortunately, it is a little crooked. When we were hanging it, I said, let's just do it with the this molding, because that'll keep it, oh dear, that'll keep it even. And somehow it went down about ½ an inch. And I got to tell you, that drives me crazy, but I don't want to make any more holes. Up here, I've got a tiny little picture. And then here, I ended up just changing out the globes. These globes were so ugly. They were these glass fluted things. And so I went to Lowe's a couple of years ago and found these globes and traded it out. And then over here, oops, I'm stuck. Over here, I just have a mirror, which I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not hanging in any good place, but if I needed another mirror in here, I could pick that off the wall and use it. Right here, across from the toilet, I have this little saying, and I look at it often during the day. There are only 2 days in the year that nothing can be done. One is called yesterday, and the other is called tomorrow. So today is the right day to love, believe, do, and mostly live. And I'll tell you, I go by that all the time. I think, oh, today or never, it's now or never. So I've got this little rack up here, cute as can be. Now I could have decorated it with a whole bunch of things. The truth is that it hangs on an old nail here, and it's not quite even. So the distribution of weight isn't, so it always hangs crooked. So unless I want to make more holes in the wall, I have to balance it. And so I've balanced it with this little girl's, it might be a little baptismal dress, but this little old dress that balances that rack. So now, I mean, I could take this string off here, I suppose. That would be like smart. And I don't really need this hanger. I could use a different hanger, but then it might throw off the balance. There is a closet here. There's like a double closet, and that's where I keep my linens and stuff. And I'm not going to show you in there because I haven't decluttered this closet yet, so it looks kind of bad. you see, I've got all these old hooks. Everything is so quaint and interesting in this house. Like, look at the hinges on this closet. It's just wonderful. So yeah, this is my little bathroom. And it really matches the room across the hall. And that's what I was going for. I wanted it to match the other room. I think it's time to blow out the candle.